with Kip's Corner. Welcome back. And if you are new, welcome. Thanks for joining me. I am just playing with my journals. The two Something Buggy journals. I've got all the signatures pretty much done, put together, ready to go. And what I'm doing now is just creating some ephemera and decorating a few of the pages and that kind of thing. So there's two. There's this one, and this one has 5 signatures, and the first page of every signature is from the Bug Book from Tracie Fox Creative, LoveJunkJournals on Etsy. And each of the these pages, I've added beeswax to them, soaked into the paper, and so they have a translucent, they've become translucent, and they have a really smooth, soft, smooth feel to them. These are going to be fairly simple journals. There's not going to be a ton of pockets. There's not going to be a huge amount of ephemera. There'll be some pieces in it just to add a little bit of interest and excitement to them, but not a lot. I'm going to keep them very simple. I've tried to get a lot of pages in here for journaling. Even some of the cardstock pages have lighter colors on them so that they would be easy to journal on, or do art journaling, or whatever you wanted to do. So that's that one. And then this one, each of the first, again, 5 signatures, and each of the first signature pages does have a collage of some sort directly on the page, except for this one. And in this one, it's just got an extra pocket in it. So just a little bit of fun going on. And so really what I'm doing now is, like I said, going through, making sure, seeing what else I want to do. And I've got a couple of things going on here. Everything I'm making, I'm sort of doing 2 of. Next up, I've got these tags, and I want to put a little bit of more color, some ink on them. I'm using archival ink. All right, these are going to be very simple. This is just a piece of the cardstock from the paper pad that I'm using from 49 in Market. I'll try to find a link to that as well. And I've just cut a size out of some scrap left over from some of the pages in the book. So it was kind of, the size became whatever size my scrap was. And then I added a little bit of stamping. Okay, I just just sewed a little bit around 2 sides, the left and the bottom. And yeah, I think I'll put it on there about like that. Yeah, let's just go there first. And then I'll play with some other pieces to put on top. All right, now up here I thought, so this is a little baby tag, a mini tag. This is from the Impressions kit. So I thought I would actually, let me, I want to round the edge on this just a tiny bit so that it matches. And so I'm using just a small corner rounder. Again, just so that there's some, because I rounded the corners of both of these pieces. So I'm thinking maybe that's there. And then maybe this, I'm gonna round just the bottom of this, because the top is, it would look goofy if I rounded it, but I think it'll look okay with the rounded edges on the bottom. Inking the edges here, just so you can't see, the white edge of the paper, and it gives it a little bit more character, I think, when the edges are inked. Then I'm thinking perhaps this, I don't want to cover up the butterflies too much, but I do like the idea of that moving into the space there. Yeah, I like that. So this little label is from Impressions. The bigger label behind it is from Impressions. This number is from, I think, the paper pad, ephemera pack. This tag is from the Bug Book. And then the paper in the very, very back is from paper pad. And there is, you can barely see it, but there's just a little bit going on back here in the back. I need to ink the back of this. So that tag is done, simple. Not a lot to it, very simple, just some layers. And this one, I just went around basically the top and two of the sides. And so let's glue this on. And there we go. Two little just layered collaged tags. There we go, there's one. There's another, using pieces from a bunch of different places, really. Just pieces that, you know, little cutout pieces from the kits, little ephemera pieces. All right. Now, one more thing I want to do to these, just to add a little more grunge and to tie them into some of the things I did on the inside of the journal, is I want to put some splats, some splats on them. Whoops, I got way too much there. So I'm using white gesso and water. So I'm just going to mix the water and the gesso together, which I got way too much of the gesso. And I want, here, I'm gonna put it over here. Look at me, making a mess. And then I'm literally gonna splatter this. Very simple to do. I personally like using a fan brush. By fan brush, I mean a brush shaped like a fan, like that. Yeah, like, oh, there you go, like that. And I just get some nice runny, liquidy gesso. If I want black splats, I do black gesso. If I want white splats, I do white gesso. And I have a splat box. Thank you, Michelle. I have a Girly Girl Creates. I have a splat box now. So I'm gonna splat. Just gonna lay this in here. I don't know if, yeah, you can see that. I'm gonna take my fan brush and I just take the end of my scissors and just tap. And just move it around. And that's all it takes, just a second. And you can control this to a certain degree, but not really. You can aim your brush a little bit to where you want it to go. And that's that. And that's it, splattered, and it just adds a nice little texture. And the reason I wanted to do it, let's see if I can find it, is I did that to this signature. You can see this, and you can feel them. And I did it to this side. And I did it somewhere else, and I may do it some more. I can't remember where else I did it. So yeah, that's it. Those just have to sit and dry. One more thing I want to do. One more thing. As I was putting my supplies away, I had this little piece and I really, really like that on there. So I'm going to add him to the mix using, not that one, using my thick matte gel medium. And I'll see if I've got I don't know if I've got another one or not. I think I do actually. And I will put one on that one too. It just is really, he kind of was just laying there and I just plopped him down and he was adorable. And so Mr. Bug and I came to an agreement that he needed to be sitting on here. So Mr. Bug is going to sit right here, like that. I think I'll put him in the center of that top label, like that. And I think what I'll do, if I've got, yeah, I do have right here, just dab off the excess with a Q-tip. You don't have to do this. The matte gel does dry clear. I mean, you know, if it was huge globby, you'd see it, but if I could have just left it the way it was, it would have been just fine. But I don't want any globs, so I'm gonna wipe it up. And then when he's completely dry, that'll all be clear through there. And I like him. He's cute. All right, let me see if I've got another one of those little guys. I think I do. I do. Oh, there's actually a couple of them here. Let's see if we like Buggy Guy as well on the other one. All right. Nope, too big. Smaller bug. Kind of like he's just crawling on there. He's just hanging out. We got a winged bug. That looks like he's just hanging out because his wings are closed. Yes. All right, let's do the same thing. It is called Something Buggy. I mean, come on, guys. You got to put some bugs on here, right? You just have to. Wouldn't be right if I didn't. Now I like them even more. There we go. Now I really, for real, am done for the evening. I know I started to say goodbye a few minutes ago. I just saw that and just spur of the moment, didn't overthink it, decided to throw the buggies on there, and I think it makes a world of difference. I just think it's just a nice added sort of bonus here. But yeah, there we go. This one and this one. That's it. That's all I'm doing for today. I will be back. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon. Bye.